very loud. I wonder, is that the sound of the plane that's so loud, or is it just a fuck up with the audio? We don't know. Can somebody turn down the volume on the plane, please, lads? What we're looking at there, lads, is a private Learjet. Schnuffles, thank you very much for the tip, and Tupo, thank you very much. It's a private Learjet, and it's off to fucking New York, White Plains, or bloody Boston, Massachusetts, or somewhere. You'd wonder what kind of movers and shakers are on that machine. It's a lovely piece of aeronautical craftsmanship, the likes of which I've never seen up at Knock. I've seen them plenty of times on the web pages when looking at the air traffic that's coming in and out of Mayo, but you'd wonder who is it, who's on it, and what they're doing. It's a fancy Dan situation. And there we go, the afterburners. Come on! Come on! That's lovely, and that's the peace and quiet now that you want. And have you seen the two big jet engines at the back end of the plane? Not on the wing like you'd get in the Ryanair job. Far cry from the Cessna, there's a Cessna just over there, but you can't see through the fucking fence. Lovely, lovely stuff. That's going to take off westward bound, obviously, because it's going to the States. But the order of operations today at Knock Airport is to take off into the west. No matter what direction you're going, you're landing the eastern side, the eastern end of the runway, and you're taking off into the west. Thank you very much, Conrad, for the tip there. I hope you're getting on well, Conrad. And Tupo, thank you very much for your tip, and the one that you sent when the stream was off. Very, very kind of you. I'll check out that video link that you sent at some stage when I can. Right now I'm just having a look at this lad here. And that Ryanair that just landed there not too long ago. I think it's just getting ready to move. It's going to move into position, and then some passengers will get onto it. That booking, we won't really, unfortunately we won't get to see him take off. We'll get to see him drive by. He'll drive by us at pace, but we won't get to see him take off. It's a great day for a bit of plane spotting, but the midges would eat you alive. We're dealing with a very, very high number of midges at the moment. It's a high midgie environment up here. There's nothing like a bit of Knock Airport on a day like today. I won't hop the fence there. Someone's saying to hop the fence and jump in, but you don't know what kind of punishment you would incur if you did that as well. You'd probably be done for terroristic activities, and that's, not what we're here for. It's just, Jesus. That Ryanair's just after letting off a big one. Still going. He must have had beans for breakfast, eh? He's a big boy. He's a cheeky one. We still need to keep an eye out for the bucking who's going to drive past us at pace over there as well. He must be getting his engine cleaned out or something. I've never heard that before. I tell you, I wouldn't be one to get on a plane if it was making that sound. That before getting on. And with everything that's happening, do you know, with everything that's happening recently enough, you wouldn't get... There he goes! There he goes! Come on! Learjet. Fantastic aeronautical stuff to see that. It's beautiful to see it, this part of the world as well. You get the rich fellas coming in, landing. What are they doing here? What are they doing? What's their business? Who's their crew? I don't know. I have no idea. And I know you won't be able to make it out there, unfortunately. But you can see him in the distance. Maybe you can't. No, you won't be able to. He's up. He's away. He's in the clouds. He's gone. He's fantastic. Flying it. Off to America. Off to America. Beautiful stuff. How are you anyway? How are things? Thank you very much there, Schultz and Duffin, Chris, and Mr. and Mrs. Pacework. Very, very, very kindly. I hope you're having a lovely afternoon. The smell of jet fuel in the... Maybe he was refueling that buck. I think he was refueling. There's a lovely waft of jet fuel in the air. When was the last time I flew? You're having to send me back in time. I wonder when the last time. Check the phone here as if I have a record of when I last flew. Probably in California. About 6 months ago, maybe. I'm not 100% on that, but that jet fuel, that is nice. It's actually nice enough. It's a bit too nice. It's actually a bit too nice. You could get used to that. Maybe you get a headache off it. I'm not too sure. But you're getting a bit woozy there with the jet fuel heads. What are you having on one of these yokes? Thanks for the tip. What are you having on one of these yokes? He's grooving! Lovely stuff. I wonder, is he full of passenger? Because I didn't see any passengers getting on. I'm not sure if he's full of passenger or if he's empty. Because it's not usually, you see that when the passengers get on, they do a refuel. The refuel usually, does that not happen before the passengers get on? It's gone awful quiet now. Awful quiet. But hey, look, well, we've got a bit of peace and quiet there now. Look at that lad over there. Cessna. I wonder what time he's taken off. He would be a nice little machine to see. He would be a lovely little machine. And look at that, he's not even going to use the full runway, he's just going to start from there and he's going to move. Is the afterburners on? Hardly. He's hardly going to go from there. He's probably going to park it round the side. A nice bit of unless he's been told to do a different, to take off from the other side. That would be a shame now, because I was hoping to see a few planes landing as well, you know. A few Landinis. A nice bit of passenger made for you. What are you ever on one of these jokes? Had to move on then to see if we could get the... he was actually flying out this way, out east. Anonymous, thank you very much for your tip there. Most streams all the time, absolutely love them. Thank you very much. And Brendan Dempsey, very, very kind of you. And Paddy the Daddy, I hope you're getting on well. Could you give a shout out to Lisa and baby Shona, who's swelled after the bottling, watching the stream. And thank you very much, lads, for that. And Dara Dermody, very, very kind of you. And Gavin Brown, thank you very much. Gavin Brown, did you see the Lovely Girls contest on Monday and Tuesday? I didn't. I was watching the robots. There was some lovely robots over in China. Actually, it had finished by that point, but I was watching highlights, just reams and reams of footage of just robots running around tracks, fighting, getting into scraps, falling over, getting picked up, the whole shebangle. Thank you very much. Anyway, and Kara Senage and Mr. and Mrs. Pacework, I said thank you very much before it. That's great stuff. You need to head into the airport and get a coffee. It's a nice day, you know. I'm not really too bothered about getting out of the elements, but I'll tell you what, the midges are fucking killing me. They're getting everywhere. You'd want to be leathered up. Completely and utterly leathered. I'm just checking here on the phone to see if there's another plane coming in. It'd be great to be underneath. Maybe there's a few Sky lads, Sky boys already on flight radar there, or maybe you could tell us what time the next plane in to knock is due in. Regardless, it's a lovely, lovely day, and this is great scenery and a great picturesque postcard sight to behold. Are you going to play Snake Eater on day one release? I'm not going to play it, but maybe the nephew will. Shane. A lit lemon tea light atop of each ear will keep the midges away. I have no candles. I have no lighter. I have no candles. But I've got peace. I've got serenity. I can still breathe. I've still got the lungs. And you can hear, when you get up here, it's very peaceful. You can hear a plane at 30,000 feet in the sky. 30 or 40,000 feet. There's something going. There's something going ahead of us. Right above me right now. Ryanair from Luton, says Conrad. 3:20. That's an hour away. That's an hour away, lads. There must be a few more after that 3:20 to Luton, is there? Or from Luton. Air Dingus, thank you very much. Very, very kind of you, sir. A few other plane maniacs up there. Thank you very much there. Higgy Schmarls, can you please say hello to Rachel and Cassie, our 1-month-old Cassie. She's a Slug fan. Thank you very much. And all the best, Cassie. I hope you're getting on well. And Paul Mishkel, thank you very much. I was letting me know there. It's 3:20. The next plane to land here. So we've got an hour to kill. Hugh Janus, thank you very much as well. Let's fly away. What are you ever on one of these jokes? Luton, the Athens of the South, says Johnny Dines. I've never been. I've just one of those places that I've heard you need to go to once to experience life, Luton. But I've never been. It's on the bucket list though, It's up there with, it is up there with Athens. The Library of Alexandria. The Taj Mahal. Thanks for the tip. Luton. I can still dream though, you know. And the thing is, you could just get a plane, you could hop on a fucking plane and go there, but I don't know. I've no business being in Luton, you know. No business being in Luton. Sometimes you just gotta stand at a gate beside a field and be thankful for what you've got. St. Maurice, thank you very much. Say 3 Hail Marys to St. Maurice and the old midges will move on. That's what my nan used to say. I didn't know there was a St. Maurice. Maurizio. St. Maurizio of Arimathea.
Thanks for the tip.
Maurizio Pochettino. Maurizio Pochettino. That sound of silence is something, isn't it? Especially after the, I don't know why I'm whispering. Especially after the loud jet engine there, the Learjet. Thank you very much, Wante.
A nice bit of pasta.
The tip. Whatever happened to the MH370? You're like a man that would have the inside scoop. Well, I've heard a few things about that. Some are saying it got fucking lashed in the Bermuda Triangle. Others... Was that the one that was shot down by the Russians? They had fucking... an RPG, and they hit it with an RPG, and then they said it wasn't us, but a lot of the Westerners say that it was them, you know. I think they were found guilty of it, actually, in Holland. They had a court case there, and they said, yep, it was the Russians that did it. Michael O'Leary, thank you very much, and Airbus Enjoyer, thank you very much as well. The MH370, was that the one that just went completely missing down in Southeast Asia? What about the one that went to Brazil? The Air France flight from Paris to Rio de Janeiro. It got fucking done in by a thunderstorm. And then they're saying that the black box
A nice bit of pasta made
for the Air France, or the Air India flight there that got totally annihilated after takeoff a few months back. One Bucking survived, he was in the right place. That apparently, they were listening to the black box, and there's a big portion of it missing. A big portion of the recording has gone. No one knows where it's gone, or no one knows what was said on it. Interesting enough, isn't it? You wouldn't know what they're trying. Maybe they're trying to hide something. They've basically Epsteined half of the black box footage or recording. That is to say, they've released it, but they've released a part of it without. They've omitted a great chunk of the information, you know. Mark Bergen, how are you? Quality is class, thank you very much. I don't know why I'm thanking you. It's not me. It's the stream. It's the coverage in Mayo. And I saw the fella out in Japan there. He was having an awful time trying to get the stream up and running, but I'm not sure whether or not he didn't know his arse from his elbow, or if maybe it was a Japanese sayonara situation. But it seems to be okay up here anyway. There must be some good mastage up here. What are you ever on one of these jokes? I thought there was going to be more I thought there was going to be a rake of planes usually, but around midday, between midday and 3 you usually get them. But I just saw that yoke on the tarmac. I saw it. When is it taking off? And it said 2 o'clock. I thought I'll get up there and I'll see it. And if I see anything else, it'll be a bonus, you know. It'll be a Brucey bonus. Look at some of these wild bushes here, these prickly pears. I bet they've got you on CCTV, Tommy. You'll be getting a visit, says Toby. From who? This is a public pathway, isn't it? I'm not on the... it's not like I'm on the bloody... the runway or anything. Now that would get you a visit. Smashing up a bollard like that. You'd wonder who did that. Thank you very much there, Noel, for the tip. And get well soon, Wendy. I hope you're doing well. Send Wendy some well wishes as she's under the weather right now. I hope you're getting on well, Wendy. And if you can sit outside, maybe do a bit of sitting outside. Because it's the fresh air that'll get you better. It's not the stuffy recycled oxygen you're breathing indoors. And look at that. That's lovely. That is absolutely lovely right there. You've got concrete on the outside, and then whatever this stuff is on the inside here, I've got this interior stuff which kind of just crumbles up to dust. And moss. Life has found a way. Life has found a way. Elizabeth Moss from Mad Men. I'd say somebody came up here and tried to do a donut or something, or acting the bollocks, and they took out a few ballardinos. And they do have a few signs here for the public to take note of. The drone exclusion zone at gate number 3A. Flying prohibited within 300 meters of the area. No drone situation. It's a lovely little situation, isn't it? They don't say that you can take pictures and everything around here anyway, because I do see some lads. There was even some lads back up there then when I was just coming around the corner, and they had full setup, full professional gear, telephoto lens,
A nice bit of pasta. Yeah.
a zoom, big camera, tripod, mount, the whole shebang. But what I'm worried about now is if the Ryanair plane is just after taking off into the east. And a quick look on flight radar earlier on, all the planes were landing from this direction in this way. It'd be an awful shame now if they've changed tack halfway through the day. There's no wind. It doesn't feel like there's any wind or breeze at all, so there'd be no reason for Luton to waste fuel going around and land in there, unless that's what the boys have said up in the tower. I'd say it's such a nice day that the lads in the tower have said, do you know what? If you want to take off that way, you can. I think that's how it goes. I'm not too sure. I've only ever been behind the wheel of the plane, the Cessna, and I play by my own rules. Do you know? I do my own thing. Rarely I communicate with the aircraft tower. I'd land. You've seen me land in Longford, like literally in the town, near the bus station. There's no aircraft control tower there, and I did it without killing anyone. I did it without causing any damage. What about Dunn Stores, Clonmel, huh? Or was it Mitchellstown? Or was it Charleville? I can't remember. What about the Rock Cashel? Great times. Great landings. Superb times and landings. And look at this. Absolutely stunning bush. It's, what would you call that? It's not a bush. It doesn't look like it's got enough foliage for it to be called a bush. Is it a wild weed tree? Like, is it a pest? Is it Japanese knotweed? You don't want to grab it and bring it with you. You don't want to infect any of the locale with this knotweed business, you know? Because it's not on. Gets underneath the house and it ruins the foundation. It eats away at the foundations. Thank you very much there. Knock memories. Tommy, maybe you experienced this as a lad. Dad took us for a spin in the car on the newly made runway when they were building Knock. Yeah, I remember it well. I remember I was up here with the priest myself. Breaking ground. Breaking ground nearly breaks my heart thinking about it again. Thanks for the tip. And Knock, or memories again, thank you very much for the tip. And Conrad, very, very kind of you. And Paste Jam. Very kind of you indeed. Put that there. Oh, that's something, isn't it? That is something. And the blackberries and the blackberries and the red berries are out in full force as well. We might get a look at them. What would you call this? Thistle. Looks like there's a little wasp or a little bee there just enjoying the thistle. Powerful magenta situation. And what you gotta really hand it to the bee. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful pollination. Just doing his job. You know. Out here the way nature intended. Would that be a thistle now? Because I'm sure a thistle it's a prickly buck, isn't it? This doesn't have any thorns on it or anything like that. And there's some more here as well, some nice stuff here. It is a thistle. It's just a friendlier one. Thanks very much for letting me know there, horticulturalists. And maybe it develops thorns. But I mean, it's a bit late in the season, isn't it? It's getting into the end of August. It'll be autumn soon. Maybe it already is autumn. Maybe summer is over. Still feels nice. And again, I can hear whatever that is, 30,000 feet. In that direction there. Something going that way, maybe. Something going that way to the States. I've got these lights on here a bit earlier than usual. If we're waiting for the Luton plane, then those lights needn't be on yet, unless we've got a special guest landing in. We don't know. I mean, you'd wonder about that private jet there that just took off to the States. would that be on? That wouldn't be on the arrivals and the departures list at Knock Airport website. Sure, it wouldn't. I just had to. When I looked on flight radar, that's how I saw that buck. And that's why you'd need to bring your gloves as well, because if you want to go picking berries, chuckberry. Now, would you? It needs to be washed, but it's very sumptuous. Any berry heads out there? Can you tell me? Would it be wise to snack on this now, or is it one for the wash? I should have brought a little bag in. That's what I might do tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll go fucking picking some berries. I'll make a big blackberry pie. Massive blackberry pie. Sour brambles. It might have been marinated, or what would you say, the kerosene fumes and whatnot will have infused with the berry blast madness to create a real head spinner of a berry. Might be worth a try. The Berry Jester story from Germany. That takes me back. The Berry Jester. I wonder can't remember what fucking city or town that was. Koblenz. The German town or medieval city or town. It wouldn't be a city, it'd be a town. Township of Koblenz. Has a castle on a hill. I remember spending a bit of time just thinking what went on in that castle back in the day. It's all cleaned up for the tourists now. Back in the day it would have had all sorts going on. Dinner time would have been a massive feast. A pig on a spit. A king just feasting on the leg of a lamb. Or a pig. Or a sumptuous thigh. Or whatnot. And then entertainment would have just been provided by local fools. Who would have just danced around wearing stupid attire. Doing cartwheels and backflips. While the king feasted, snacked heavily on a big leg of meat. Great times. I would have loved to have been there. I'd really have enjoyed it, you know. What a time. As bloodstains of various peasants on the walls. Yeah, look, you don't know what the hell went on. I hear this crazy stuff still going on out there in the aristocratic world. In Europe, you know. They go on hunts. You know, they hunt humans as well. That's what I've been told. It's not nice, but it's going on. You can bet your bottom dollar it's going on. By the bag and by the pound. By the sack. I just dropped the berry on the ground there. I've got no way of keeping these berries, so I mean, I'm not gonna fucking hold on to it. And plus, it's only a matter of time before the berry bursts. I've got blackberry juice all over the fingers, and that will end up smearing on the lens of the camera here. Might look like blood then, you know, maybe purple blood. Don't want to scare any newcomers to this stream. They might think I'm actually bleeding out or something. I'll take a little walk up here. Yeah, there's no work for fools anymore, which is a shame. Do you know? At least they used to be put to good use back in medieval times. or at least a smart fool would capitalise on it. You know, a smart man would be like, maybe I'm going to fucking buy the costume. I'm going to dress up. I'm going to do a few cartwheels, throw a few fucking puddings in the air, juggle a few balls, scratch a few sacks, and see if I can get the top job in the castle. It might have actually been hard work. Great work if you can get it. If you can get it, won't you tell me how? And that's another lovely, radiant colour, as well as some lovely berries. Matty C, thank you very much. I can hear the Cessna engine. Are we going to see it take off here?
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
I can hear the engine beam. It's going, but I don't know if it's flying yet. It'd be great to see him. If anybody is on flight radar there, can you let me know, is he? I think we're going to see him.
One of these yokes.
I think it's coming, lads. I think it's coming. Schkombelina, thank you very much. Medieval German meat, thank you very much. I don't know if he's coming this way or if he's gone. No, he's in the air. He's in the air. There's no way he's on the ground. That noise. I can hear him, but I can't see him. He must have taken off that way, and he's turning. Beautiful stuff. Security there. They do laps, because I do often come for a look at the planes. The security buckets do laps around to make sure there's nothing untoward going on or anything suspicious. Get over here to the gate. He's checking the gate, that fella. The security lad has gone over to the gate where we were there about 10 minutes ago. He's gone in just to check it, make sure it's still locked. Maybe they thought I was up to no good. I wasn't up to no good. I was only checking out the situation around here. You do look dangerous. Cessna looks inbound from Sligo. The other Jeff. They like to do the touch and go here. Or the go around, or whatever you call that, where they just land. They press the rubber against the tarmac atom and then back up into the sky. Back to Sligo again. It's a shame though we didn't get to see that Cessna here. Awful shame.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
Crazy, crazy bit of business. Not much happening here, lads. There's not much happening. I actually have no reason to be doing a bit of streaming. I just thought you might appreciate the sight of a private jet at Knock Airport, just to show it's nice actually to show the world as well that there are there's that kind of stuff going on around here. You know, it's not all about the city schlickers. Flimbag and 9mm Jill, thank you very much, and Aidan the Average, very kind of you. The other Jeff, has that Connor lad roped you into collecting him from the airport? Hopefully he brought you home a lovely Japanese flavoured rock. I haven't seen him. I actually have not seen the fella. Would you believe I've never met him? I've only ever been on the phone call to him. I tuned in for a bit, but it was hard to watch. The stream kept on going in and out when he was in Japan. And it was strange hours of the day as well. But from what I could see, there were a few temples there that looked nice. They seemed to have a nice little setup out there, out in Japan. A lot of tourists. I'd love to go. I'd love to visit. And I hear a lot of good stuff about China as well. Even though, you know, there'd be a lot of stuff there that you'd hear that wouldn't be great about it. But I think it's beginning to open up now to the tourists, and very cheap. Very cheap. The one thing I'd like to see is the bullet train in Japan. But then I hear that the bullet train in China is just as good. They even had the Japanese lads help them develop their bullet train. The thing about the Chinese bullet train is it's cheap. People's Republic of China. Thank you very much, Owen Morg and Knock Airport Police, for the tip. But I seen a video there. They're developing a fucking super bullet train in China that's going to go at 950 to 1,000 kilometers an hour, faster than flight. And they're building the tube. It's going to go through a tube. Shanghai to Hangzhou in 9 minutes, a journey which would take you on the current bullet train would take you an hour, but 9 minutes. Fucking mental. And they don't stop. Once they get started, they do not stop. There's nothing that's going to hold them back with their industry. Thank you very much there, Anonymous. Very, very kind of powerful scenery it is. It's lovely stuff. Even the rusted gate holder. It's lovely to see.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
I hear a machine in the distance there, but it's not a plane. It's probably a tractor. I think there might be a bit of work going on beyond the scenery down there. But I mean, people be saying like, oh, we got the super fast trains in Ireland, but oh, here we go. Look at this. There we go. Come on. Come on. That's it. That's it. Lovely. And the sound of it. I thought it was a bit of... I'm very happy with that now. I'm absolutely over the moon with that. That was great to see, you know, when it came out of nowhere as well. I thought it was a fucking tractor or a piece of plant and tool hire machinery doing a bit of excavation or digging or something or other down beyond the ditch down there, but it turned out not to be that. Oh, lovely, lovely small little Cessna York or something. It was a bit more modern than the thing that I'd be flying, but fuck me, what a plane it was. And it's just The low rumbling sound of it as well. I'm not used to it, you see. Usually it's just a 737 or a 737 MAX. Do you know? That's what I'm used to. But I'm not used to seeing that. Lovely stuff. It's a shame we didn't have the instant replay for that. Christian Irwin, thank you very, very much there. Did you meet Connor before you testified for the old nephew? After the great New Vegas massacre. We don't talk about that. We really don't talk about that. I suppose I forgot that he was representing us. Which just goes to show you it's very easy to forget the stuff that you don't want to remember, isn't it? Very easy to forget the stuff you don't want to remember. Or is it? Might come back to haunt you. But we got away with no, I wouldn't say we got away with murder there at the massacre. It wasn't a massacre. Look, it was an accident. It was an accident. A lot of people died. A lot of mutants got toasted that night. Look, and the fact of the matter is, we came away with the result. Although I do forget how, I think Francis is still streaming from a cell out in The Hague. So, you've actually caught me out there. You've caught me on the hop with the lore. It's been such a while since. Willie Harold, fact check, thank you very much. How are ya?
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
Just checking here, lads, to make sure we've still got our connection. But I seen a great movie there yesterday called War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. Fantastic film. Probably one of the best films of the last decade, I'd say. Absolutely quality stuff. I'd check that out if I was you. You're in for a treat. The great scene in it where he's got a little button that he hits and it goes, "That was easy." And he does that about 5 times. And then, I won't spoil it for you. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. Is anyone up there? No, there's no one there. You can sit down. It'd be nice just to have a seat. The only thing is you'd want maybe that thing there could fucking hold on to the... No, I don't want to go climbing an apparatus in case the boys come down and say what you're doing. I mean, it's... Yeah, that's not my... that's not my style. I don't want to get caught climbing that, and you wouldn't be allowed anyway. That's bad. If you damage that, then you'd be arrested. You would be arrested. Possibility of a stag do crew coming off that Luton plane is always high. 20 minutes. very much there. Horses under starlight. Very kind of you. Beautiful birds. It'll be arriving sooner. Great stuff, Conrad. Where is it now? Is it over Leinster at the moment? They usually are, aren't they? They're usually 10 minutes. I seen a video there last night of a pilot in America who was pissed. Well, he was in 3 sheets, but they could smell the alcohol on him. And he tried to pass it off. He said, it's not the alcohol, it's these nicotine pouches in my mouth that you can smell. That's not. And then the cop smelt it, and the cop goes, minty. And yeah, your man was done for. I think he's done for. The date on the body cam said the 15th of January, so 2 weeks after New Year's. Maybe the party didn't stop, you know. But fucking hell. Can you imagine? With all the shite that's going on with the planes crashing recently enough, that the idea that there's pilots who are pissed flying you to and fro. Doesn't bear thinking about. That Ryanair flight is due in at 15:07. I think we've got a car incoming here. Oh yeah. A few people coming down for a goosey gander, it seems. Yeah, I know people are saying it's all computers now anyway, but you can't be pissed even using a computer if you've still got people on board. And then a quick look, the body cam, you could just see a few passengers, the first few rows of passengers, and it was so early in the morning, it was one of those red-eye flights that a lot of the passengers were asleep. So, I mean, they might not have really even realised that the pilot was being arrested for being pissed. But they do that thing in the States where they make you do a stupid little test to see if you're pissed. Before they don't give you a breathalyzer. They make you follow a pen. He holds a pen in front of your face and says, follow this with your eyes. And now I want you to put each foot in front of the other and look at me and walk towards me on a straight line. And I'm thinking, what's that all about? Well, surely that's no basis to be able to... Obviously you can see if someone's fucked, like, but I mean, you should just breathalyze them first and foremost, and then throw the bucket, and then, you know. Descending rapidly over Loch Garra. Beautiful stuff. Johnny Unnering's great stuff. Mate of mine was told in school to stop staring out the window. And he'd never make money doing that. He's a pilot now. It's literally all he does. Well, I mean, there's more to it than that. I mean, there's more to looking out the window as well. Actually, do you know what? From my own experience of flying miniature to even medium-sized aircraft, you really only have to be looking out the window when you're taking off and you're landing. The rest of it's all fucking piss. It's all, you just type it into the computer machine, you go. The real flying gets done in the Cessna. That's where real pilots get made. It's none of the 737 MAX with all the latest contraptions and contrafibulations. It's pure and utter visual flight rules. I'm talking maximum 3,000 to 4,000 feet in the air. I know people like to take those Cessnas high. I don't. I like to keep it that. And just surveying the sights and the scenes around the locality, the location where you are, and enjoying it for what it is. Trust your instruments. But you'll never get anywhere fucking thrusting instruments or playing an instrument. You'll never get anywhere playing an instrument. Oh, good God. I mean that as in flight instruments, not musical instruments or anything like that. Just bear with me there one moment, folks. What are you ever on one of these yokes? I think I can hear. I think I can hear something. I think I can hear it. It's coming. Or maybe that's going above. No, I can see it. I can see the lights. I can see the lights on the plane. Thank you very much there, Schnuffles, for the tip. You can hear it. It's getting closer. It's gonna be mighty. If you can see anything there, it's in the distance. You might be able to see the light. $1,500 now. 153 knots. Knots landing. Here we go. Great stuff, it's great. I've often been accused of wanting to be the centre of attention many times, but you gotta love it. Go on! Pump out the stout fire! I wonder, did it work? Did that shot work? Well, you can still hear it. You can still hear the sound of it trailing. God, I fucking love it. What a crazy time to be alive. It's the wind of it. Wow. Did you hear that? These birds got caught up in it. A few miniature birds caught up in the tailwind. Rapturous. Rapturous. You can't fucking beat it. It's a bit bad now, but I mean, fuck it. Great day. It's days like this that you thank whatever that you're here and you're alive and you're feeling it. And I've got fucking Just out on the fucking jacket there. Bit of cream on the shoulder. Is there another one coming in? I'll just check the phone there and see if there's another one coming in. If there is, that'll be great to have as well. Does anybody know? I'm always feeling it. Emergency. How's she getting home? How's he getting home? Don't you worry about that. Next one is delayed. Till 4. Milan at 3:35. Sound is gone. The sound was gone because I just had to mute it there. You know what? I found out the German word for mute is stumm. For all this time, I've always thought stumm was just a word that means quiet. You know, and keep that on the down low. Keep quiet about that. But it literally is the German word for quiet or mute. I'm not sure. Maybe it's mute. Maybe it's not quiet. Storm is approaching. I'm not sure. The clouds look moody enough. I'm not sure if we'll wait till 4 o'clock. I haven't really. I didn't think I'd stay this long. You know, I thought there'd be more planes in the sky. But it's still nice just to be enjoying the scenery and nature and the sounds as well. The occasional plane overhead would be great to see. We've seen one. I'll mute it again then, lads. And now I've taken it off mute again. I cannot tell whether or not I've muted it, you see. So I'm taking my life in my hands by doing the burp. You might have heard that burp. You might not. Pop the collar. A bit big there. I came prepared. I wore an undershirt, just in case anything happened to me while I was out. You know, you never know. You might end up getting taken out of the game. You might have to spend the night in a ditch. So I brought an extra base layer, but I don't need it. I really don't need it. It's not too hot, but it's definitely sweaty. With 3 layers, you've got the leather jacket, the dress shirt, and then a t-shirt as well. It's too much. Tonight at 9, Mayo Plane Spotter comes a cropper. That's another turn of phrase which has always intrigued me and interested me. Becoming a cropper. What a fantastic twist that one is. Reminds me of Roy and Haley Cropper from Coronation Street. But coming a cropper, to describe that you've in some way messed up or you've made a mistake. Is a great one. But you never want to hear it. You never want to hear it said to you, oh, you've come a cropper. I remember the feeling one time when I had come a cropper and somebody said it to me. And I felt bad because I'd managed to bury the cropper within my soul. You know, I didn't really feel bad about it. I didn't feel the guilt or the pain about what it was that I had done. The event escapes my memory now. I actually cannot remember what it was that I'd come a cropper about, but I had come a cropper. But as I said, I'd managed to bury the crop. And when somebody said to me, oh, Tommy, you've come a cropper with that, it hit me. It's stayed with me ever since. I've always thought you never ever want to come a cropper again. Make sure you never come a cropper. And touch wood, I haven't come a cropper, or at least nobody's told me I have, and if I have, I've managed to bury it deep down inside the crop box. Put the cropper inside the box and drive away to a remote location. Bury it in a field at night. Bury it back the bag. Get to the cropper.
Thanks for the tip.
Liquid crop work. Would like to have had a cover for the can, just so I'm not doing any free advertising. Just a generic stout can it's just a pure jet black can that just says stout on it. Purists would say, what are you even drinking out the can for? You need to decant. Decant, they say. But it tastes the same. I hate to fucking ruin your party, lads, but it tastes the exact same. Only pedantic Pete's would say otherwise. Are you any relation to Slabodan Milosevic? Bit of a breeze there. It's beginning to kick in. 17 minutes past 3. The sound of the widget rattling around there will let you know that you've finished as well.
a nice bit of pasta made for you.
Set to break, I'd say on Saturday or Sunday. I think it's gonna break. The dry patch. We'll be pissed wet then. Back to business as usual. I don't mind it. I like it. I like it. We've had it too good this summer. It's been too nice. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. We need a little bit of reality. We need a reality check. I'm looking forward to the cold. I never thought I'd say. You never think you'd say it when you're in. You look back to what, March or April, and you're dying to get out, see a bit of scenery, just live again, live outside for a bit. But I'm done with the sun now. I'm finished with it. Big ball of flames in the sky can fucking go home. It's had enough time now. We need a bit of cloud. We need a bit of grey. A bit of damp.
Thanks for the tip.
Let's plant those salads. Mushy seasoning coming, says David Doran. I'd be careful. It's funny, isn't it, how they grow naturally, but the moment you pick it, you're a criminal in the eyes of the state. But the thing is, does the state have eyes? Everywhere it doesn't. So it's a fucking grey area, is it? Well, it's not grey area, it's black and white. I mean, it's a controlled... It's mad, isn't it? It's a controlled substance that grows just randomly in fields, on golf courses, and hills, south-facing slopes, drumlins. You'd wonder where the best harvest would be got. You know that around Monaghan, it's drumlin territory, so maybe they have the best harvest of the year. But then again, maybe not. Maybe it's dependent on what part of the country and the soil as well. I'm not sure. I don't have a fucking clue, but you'd be surprised where they crop up. But you don't want to come a cropper. Not that I have any experience with that myself. I know that the nephew got caught going back 15, 20 years, and he paid a price for it, you know. He had to put a bit of money in the poor box. He got a caution. Dangerous as well. You don't know what your what the dosage will be, or what it does to your mind. But I see that it's becoming popular amongst, you know, holistics and people who want to try and combat depression and other mental illnesses and stuff like that by using that active ingredient that you get in the mushrooms. Don't ask me how that works or how that helps with depression. And would you have to keep taking it? I mean, is that what that is? You're not depressed anymore because you're getting mushied up every day, is that it? Micro or nothing. How is that even working for you? I mean, how do you drive? How do you live a life? make some tea in a drip coffee machine mixed with Kool-Aid powder. Sounds very Jonestownish. Depression, combat evolved. Crosby 1982 got a lovely batch last year, Tom. Captain Sack, thank you very much for your tip. And Nick D, very, very kindly afternoon. And Pensive Pints. You'd have to put the entire scene in a bag, not to be doing advertising for something. You have fantastic Irish scenery, a Guinness in the hand, the leather jacket, the Colchan hat. You're a walking billboard. And I'm buying. Thank you very much for the tip. And the Peak. Thank you very much. Leaving cert results out tomorrow. Can you bless that the points I get are enough sound? Yeah, I hope you do well in that, and best of luck. I wouldn't worry about it too much. There's an awful lot of pressure on people and the youngsters as well to fucking perform in academic. I mean, look, yeah, it's obviously it works for some people. It works well for them. Other people, it's too much fucking pressure, isn't it? Too much pressure. It's not to say it's not fucking worth something. It is, so it's worth something. It's worth something to someone at least, you know. But I mean, it's not the fucking end of the world if you don't do this, you don't do that. Time is on your side. You can do what you want. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I wonder, is that the next flight that's getting in? Was it from Birmingham? Someone was saying there. There's another fella coming in at 4 o'clock. Milan. Another place I've never been to. Another place for the bucket list. Go and see Milan. Maybe go and actually see Milan play at the San Siro. So you can fly from Knock to Milan. That would be a Ryanair job, would it? That would be Bergamo. It's mostly Ryanair out of here, and occasionally you get an Aer Lingus flight to London, I think. There might be an Aer Lingus to Edinburgh from Knock. But the summer is busy time here, and they go to Cologne in Germany. Where it's in Spain, they go to Barcelona. They don't go to Barcelona, they go to a lovely little town, Catalan, where Lance Armstrong did his training back in the day. What's it called, that place? It's very hilly, obviously. It's Catalonia and it's mountains and whatnot. Girona, that's it. There's an awful delay on this yoke. When I ask a question, usually if it's back when I'm in the plane, within 6 seconds I can say whatever the answer to the question is, but here you have to wait maybe 20 seconds. Yeah, Lance Armstrong did all his training in Girona for the Tour de France that he won, but sure, it wasn't Girona that did the damage, it was the blood transfusions and whatnot. There's a buckie that was on his team, Tyler Hamilton, and he wrote a book about his experience on the team, going from kind of wide-eyed young fella into the world of elite cyclists, and the shame he felt in having to give back he said nothing was worse than having to give back the gold medal he got at the Olympics, because it wasn't just the Tour de France they did him on, it was the Olympic gold medal as well. And hard lesson to be learnt, but they're saying they still do it now. It's just sneaky stuff, like, you know. Maybe they don't go the blood transfusion route. Maybe they do, but maybe they don't. But there's probably new fucking scientific ways of being able to increase your output that are as yet unknown to the authorities. And then you can get caught up in the whole the doping scenario, and it ruins the spectacle. So I mean, maybe there's like a tacit acceptance of a bit of fucking jiggery pokery being done in all sports at all levels, elite or otherwise. Maybe mostly elite. Maybe to make that top grade, you need to be insane. You need to be insane. A literal tornado behind you. Is there how's the sound on the? Is it windy on the camera yoke there? Is it okay? Because I usually have a bit of a sponge. I have like a sponge that you'd wash the dishes with. I usually tape that to the camera just to mitigate the wind noise, but I don't have it today, so apologies if it's all like windy. It's fairly fine. No problem. Thank you very much for letting me know anyways. Hopefully this Milan flight gets in before 4. Aidan Grimes, thank you very much for the tip. And Nick. Oh, I said thank you to Nick. Thank you very much, lads. Very kind of you. No wind, just a twist. I heard there's a storm Aaron on the east coast of the United States of America. I'm not sure if it's made landfall yet, but they get some awful bathrooms over there. I was worried for the Dublin fella out in Japan as well. There was a bit of seismic activity going on some of the islands south of Japan. And then apparently some fella said he predicted there was going to be a major earthquake this summer there, and it frightened a load of people. Stopped a load of people from travelling as well. That's a load of bollocks. Nothing happened, and they're saying in the next 10 years, next 10, 20 years, something big is penciled in, is scheduled, you know. But from what I heard, a lot of the cities and some places as well, it's a crazy situation where they've had flood warnings and dangerous levels of potential floodery in some of the cities there. Like proper, you're gonna be underwater, lads. So make sure you're prepared. Make sure you have a boat or something in the house, in the backyard. Japan. I think you really need to be prepared for Mother Nature in Japan. Whereas we're on a nice little number here. It's a lovely little number. There's no massive spiders. Well, a few in the house there the other day, but they wouldn't kill you or poison you or anything. There's no earthquakes. There was Storm A1 last year, which was fucking cuntish. There's no power or electricity for nearly a week. Longer for a lot of other people around Mayo. Actually, I have friends and relatives that were nearly 2 weeks without. And then I heard there was a lady out in, where was it? Might be in Leenan or somewhere around Connemara anyway. And she was months without it. Sure, she wasn't the only one, but that aside, we're in a nice little situation. We're in a nice spot. Apparently Ireland will boom in tourism as people seek cooler climates in the future. See, that's it, you never know what's around the corner. But having seen what your man was at out there in Japan there, I mean, would you want that over-tourism scenario? But then you have to wonder, why has Japan got the over-tourism? It's because they've carved out a cultural niche in the world, in producing and making the blend of traditional and modern lures people in. It's attractive, and they've also pioneered a lot of what would be considered today as like the best stuff technologically, and you get a lot of people travelling there to see all that sort of stuff. Games and art and animation and all that kind of shenanigans. People seeking cooler climes. I'd say it's not just tourists that would want to be at that, then people that want to live here. If all the climate change stuff, what they're saying, prophesizing, is true, then it could change the landscape completely here. Completely. And what landscape it is. Beautiful stuff. What are you having on one of these yokes? Thank you very much there, Milan or Nowhere, for the tip. Great spot is Italy, great food. Watch out for the sneaky pickpocketers on the commuter train. A friend got all her stuff taken in a second by a 15-year-old a 15-year-old ne'er-do-well, let's just say that. I don't want to level any accusations of... What the fuck is that? What the f... Did you hear that? Fucking fireworks! Crowbangers! I seen a flash of light, a puff of flash of light above the runway there. Scary stuff. They're throwing out flares to scatter the birds. I see. I never knew that. I've never experienced that. That's a brand new experience. that really is a brand new experience for me. That's a plane is taking off, you see. Beautiful stuff. Wonder will it take off in this direction, lads? It'll be great if it's allowed to take off in this direction. Maybe they were making that flare thing to fucking scare me away. Maybe they've seen me on the CCTV and they want me to leave. We'll have to do better than that. I'm gonna have to do fucking better than that flare, lads, to get rid of me. I'll tell you something for nothing. I'm here for the long haul. Long haul flight to fucking Nowheresville. I have the deep vein thrombosis socks on and I'm ready for a nap. It'd be great to see this lad above us though. Slug bangers. They think I'm a crow. Maybe they think I'm a crow. Maybe I could fucking fit the profile of a crow if I... Maybe the cap, like a beak. And then the black jacket. I've often done the pigeon, which is a great neck movement. I love doing the pigeon from time to time, but it's nice to try and get Inside the mind of the crow and become one with the bird. You know, it's just one of the beauties of life. Look at that sky. Can you see the sky? Any update on the Milan plane, lads? It's 20 to 4 right now. What are we dealing with our ETA? Estimated time of arrival on that bad boy. Narubu-san, thank you very, very much. Show us the pigeon, please. I'll give you a bit of pigeon the next day. The next time. This is just a slight return today. Slight return. I thought I'd wet your whistle with a few jet engines above my head. Thought that would get you excited. Let's set the scene. There's some walkers coming here, so I'll move the camera around so we don't get them. So they don't get annoyed with me filming. The good thing is I can just hold the phone to my ear here and pretend I'm on the phone to you. Yeah, it sounds like there are a couple of lady walkers because they're projecting their voice, and I know I can almost envisage the stance and swing of the arms. Heavy arm swing and very enthusiastic conversations about stuff that's going on. Lots of agreements. Actually not walkers, it's plane spotters, and they've got great gear, they've got great rig out, I think they've got fucking walkie-talkies. This is the real deal. They've got walkie-talkies and a massive lens on the camera. But they must be waiting for Milan, lads. They must be waiting for Milan. I think we're actually going to have a plane coming over our head any moment now. It's going to be actually departing from Knock. I think Knock to Luton. Knock is going back to Luton. So we could be in for a treat. We could have two for the price of one here in the next 20 minutes. And once again, lads, if anybody is watching that flight radar, could let me know whether or not they're going to be flying this way or not. That would be great. He's taxiing onto the runway now. I can hear him. I can move the camera back around here now. I can hear a bit of taxiing going on. They were the real deal, lads. They had walkie-talkies. Your man had, like, I don't know if it was a DSLR or whatever, but it had a massive chunky lens on it, and then a very big viewer, LED, LCD display, liquid crystal display attached to it. Big camera, big yoke. What are you having on one of these yokes? The Milan flight arriving should be going above your head, coming from the east. Good stuff. The engine is getting jibbied up and getting ready to rock. I can hear it. It's probably just beginning to make its move to the runway now. I doubt it's on the runway yet. It's taxiing. It's just over Longford Town, the Milan flight. Good stuff. We need to stay put. It's going to be very, very soon. Surely Milan will land before Bristol or Luton takes off. Let's see how this does with a bit of movement, lads. Remember, there used to be helicopterization, but there hasn't been any helicopterization on this one today anyway, on this stream. Maybe with a bit of movement it might start doing that. It's coming. It's actually coming. We need to get back. I think they're going to release it. They're going to release him before Milan gets here. But it's not there now. I wanted to look at the tree. There was some lovely pine needles on this tree here. Back here. Check it out. It's probably going to be a nice bit of sap No sap. Doesn't really smell. Can't really smell it, but it's nice though. It's a lovely piece. It's a very lovely piece. Here we go. I can hear it. Look at the flies on this cobweb here. Spider's gonna be in for an awful treat tonight with these lads. Check it out. Sad, isn't it? Here we go. Here we go. Come on! Actually, it's only gonna turn around here. It's not gonna take off here. It's just gonna come up here and turn around. It would be too dangerous to let it take off here because it'd fly into Milan. Into Milan. Look at that. The big bamboozler. Ryanair. Oh yeah. There it is. Big metal bird in the sky. Well, not in the sky yet, but it will be soon. Fucking hell. It's Sean. Do you see that? The power of the plane. The afterburner, the jet. It's still doing its work here. It's still doing its work. That blew my hat right off my head. Power of the Chan. Chan power. Milan soon. Milan. Come on, Milan. We know you're coming. We know you're here. Where any update on Milan, lads? Last I heard 5 minutes ago it was over Langford. Don't tell me it's gonna land the opposite way because we want to be underneath this bastard. Power of the Chan. Just over Boyle. Okay, here we go. What's it doing in Boyle? Would that not be too north? Oh, maybe not. Up here, I was going to say Boyle would be... Would Boyle not be over there? Oh, Boyle is probably over there, actually. If that's Grady's, because Grady's has a fucking windmill next to it. That road goes up to Boyle. Or Ballymote, before you get to Boyle, yeah. So Boyle will be over there. Boyle must be over there. Has to be. You'd need a compass. You'd need a compass. How are you doing? Good, you have the walkie-talkie.
Sure, we're keeping an eye on everything.
Good stuff.
Keeping an eye on them all. Getting them all sorted.
Milan is coming in now. I can hear him. I can hear him.
You're into this lunacy more than ourselves, are you?
I am indeed, yeah. It's not too bad when you get a nice spot for it, like here. Can't beat it. You can't beat it. Yeah.
Did you see that lovely private business class?
I did. I was watching that.
Lovely. We were just here for
You'd wonder who was on board that.
heading to White Plains.
Yeah, I saw that. Is that New York? Is it?
They were in Southampton according to this boy beforehand, so I'd say they're
Cutting business deals and doing all sorts.
absolutely.
Some life. So you can hear the air traffic control. Nice.
Yeah.
How much would one of those yokes be now?
Oh God, we paid about 275 for this one.
That's handy enough. If you're into this sort of stuff.
And it's for this man, he's sure mad of this sort of stuff. So we have it for 3 years. 3 years.
What's the range on that? Would you be able to hear it?
Well, I think
You can pick up things with Blue Angels in the US. It's picked up the Blue Angels before.
Crazy.
it depends on the weather. Now today we're picking up Shannon, Dublin. We're picking up a lot of stuff today. Now this is for just this little.
Yeah, crazy.
And in poor weather, we just about pick up now. You know, we're what 20 minutes from here.
That's
That's just
that's mad stuff.
So and as I say, this fella can walk. He's sure mad on this. So
We can see this fella here now. You can see his headlights.
it's a great way to spend the day.
Oh, it is when you get the weather for it, as I say, and then you get the scenery up here.
Yeah.
It's an airport like none other.
Monsignor Horn was a mighty boy.
Oh, he was. He did a great job.
Ahead of his time completely.
He was. So here we go, folks. We can see Milan. It's coming in. It's looking nice. I'm gonna just 1 second here. It should be. You can see his headlights there. He's bearing down on knock at pace, and he would be full of possibly Italian people. I'm not sure. Maybe holidaymakers coming back from Milan itself. Bergamo. I don't know if you can see that, lads, but the resolution that we've got here, but he's got a strong beam. Hard to make out right now, but it's getting closer. Here we go. It's going to be a fast approach. Landing gear down. Pump out the snout, boys! Pump out the snout. Have you heard that? Listen to that. Backdraft. Tail whip. Crazy, crazy tailwind. Likes of which we haven't seen before. That's amazing stuff. And you can still hear it. And you can still feel it as well. It's like a force of nature. It's like a force of nature. It's like nothing else. See you later. It's like nothing else. I love it. And they had everything. They had. It wasn't a walkie-talkie. They had a fucking CB or not a CB, like a little. It looked like a walkie-talkie. 270 sheets, she said, and that would pick up all sorts. You're fucking. It won't be too bad. If you're into that, as she said, if you're into that kind of thing, then that's not a bad price. I'm yet to be stone mad about it. 270 actually. That's what do I need to hear them for? Why would I need to? You could actually go online on your phone maybe and listen into a live stream of air traffic control. I wouldn't need to spend that money on it. Another day in paradise, huh? You have to get it. Have to grab it while you can. Grab it with both hands. And seize the day. Carpe diem. You snooze, you lose. And if you lose, you snooze. If you snooze, you lose. Broadcastify. Any other planes, lads? Any more? What's that now? I've got a bit of a taste for the planes now. That's Milan. After Milan, I thought Luton, that would be the end of me. But then Milan came calling. I was like, yeah, I'll stay for that. It's only just gone 4 now. Milan was meant to be now. So that's a minute or 2 ahead of time. What are we dealing with? What's next on the agenda? Can't see. I should have actually opened far further. Thank you very much. Lovely day. Let Cons know we are interested in bringing him on board. I will do. And Matt Gawley, thank you very much. Could I trouble you to give a shout out to my partner, Meland? Her mother was going to name her Milan, but the nurses heard her wrong. All the best there, Meland. I hope you're doing well, and thank you very much, Matt, for the tip. And bring back Sluglingus. The little coffee hut closed down, Tom, despite her visit. That's a shame. You'd wonder what they're running now. That's a great prime time piece of coffee huttery. You'd wonder what they're doing with it, because it's an awful goddamn shame if it's been left to waste and there's nothing being used in it. I mean, maybe that before that was a little coffee hut, that was probably a security box for potential dodgy activity. You know, they'd be security men inside that, checking and making sure that whoever's coming in isn't going to do a terrorism. But then, when, you know, the war on terror began to lose its luster, Big Coffee came into town. And you'd think now, of all times, that it would be thriving. Because coffee has just gone up, up, up. It keeps on going. I seen there in Castlebar the other day. I was just picking up a bit of shopping in Lidl, and there's a place opposite there. It's Kennedy's Gourmet Coffee. That hasn't opened yet, but some money in those beans. A lot of money on those beans. You'd do well to get yourself a bag of beans and start fucking selling them down the town. That'll be the next thing then. Forget your fucking bricks and mortar premises. What you want is to get your beans from the Magic Bean Man. Actually, that's a fucking great idea. If I can buy some wholesale beans and then become truly artisanal. That is to say, you'd probably get some fucking Tom, Dick and Harry, doolally, upper middle class, highfalutin, shooting and boot scooting bandit who wants to fucking buy the beans from somewhere that you can't buy it. You know, that kind of, oh, I got this from such and such a place, sourced from here and got it there and came through a fucking pipe and travelled a million miles to get to the cup. Where did you get it from? Oh, you can only get it from this fella, the Magic Bean Man. And he comes around each and every market town, first Wednesday of every month. You'd have to, if you want to make money on it, you probably have to do every day, 5 days a week, maybe 6 or 7 days. I haven't thought about it, but first day of every month is not enough. 1 day a week to start off, and then we'll take it from there and see how it goes. We'll see how it develops. Tommy the healer, thank you very much.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
If anybody is watching that and thinking about taking that idea and robbing it, don't fucking do it. Because of the proof here laid out, and the proof in the pudding is in the eating. And I will eat you for breakfast if you think about taking my magic bean man business proposal. And there's a lot of people out there, an unscrupulous fucking cutthroat shark industry is the coffee bean at the moment. And it's going, as I said, it's going up, up, up. The money is there. They were saying last year people are going to have to stop this €3 coffee business, going out for spending €3-4. It's not happening. It's the bricks and mortar shops are going up. Lads are still buying it. It's the new high. It's the new high. It's people are dispensing with this, and they're onto the fucking coffee. And another thing that sticks in my craw is, again, the closure of the pubs. And I don't want to keep going on about it. And obviously, I'm going to be going on about it because it's an issue that's very close to home. But the price of pints, of beer, of stout, of the drink, of the people's drink, in any other country, their stuff would be sold cheaper to them. You know, if they made it and it was their indigenous food or drink, they wouldn't be charged what we're being charged now. And I heard one of the lads from the Vintners Association on the radio the last day make a great point. Was that the price of beer, at least, never forget about your spirits and your fancy Dan drinks, your champagne Charlies, your vodkas, your Jaeger bombs and all that shite. The beer, where it starts, where the pub starts, it needs to come back down. It needs to be, a pint needs to be $3.50 max across the board. You can have look, cities, different beast, I understand, but when it gets to the town out here, that's fucking scandalous, paying more than €5 for a pint. It's not right, and it's intertwined. Stout, maybe it's just, maybe just stout should be $3.50. Jack up the price on everything else, but the beer of the national beer, it's not right. It's not right. Guinness need to fucking put something back. And, well, the others as well. Obviously, Beamish is cheaper. In Germany, they have that purity law sort of stuff, and it's 3 ingredients, and obviously they have a different economy. Economies of scale, they can afford to have a cheap lager or Weiss beer or whatnot, but it's just not right. We are... this is synonymous. The stout is synonymous with the pub out here, and the pubs are closing as well. Like, it's fucking... People saying, oh, people are going to come and tour around here when they want to come to cooler climes. Well, the first thing you need to do is lower that pint down a bit, because you're taking the piss. You're taking the absolute piss. And then the counter argument then. Some media, again, it's the upper middle class or the upper class media fucking boys saying, oh, but the health, it's done wonders for the health. But has it? Obviously the stats say yes, it has. But has it though? I think now, obviously we're more educated now than we ever were with this information overload machine known as the internet about what's good and bad for the body, right? So I think that's enough. We've got that, and we can be educated about our health. So you can drop the fucking stout down by €2 at least across the board. That's my take. That's my take on it. I don't care about whiskey, I don't care about vodka, I don't care about any of the other stuff, but it all comes back to the beer. It all comes back to the beer. Is there another plane coming in, lads, or is this it? I think I'm gonna wrap up, because I've got a little bit emotional now thinking about the closure of the pubs. Sorry about that there, lads. Just had to fucking have a moment. What's the situation there? Is there another plane coming in, or is it game over? I'm not arsed about a plane taking off. Just one coming in. London 440. Delayed till 5:14. If they want to boost the economy, if they want to see a boost in the economy, shave 250 off the pints. Pronto stat. Just the stout. I just think it's very sad. You know, they're awful. Even like Johnny Government, very happy to wheel out the stout when the Americans come over or whatnot, or if they're over there on Paddy's Day. What about Joe Soap? Huh? What about Joe Public? We're not given a fair shake of the fucking whip anymore. And it's sad. It's sad. Fucking can is falling over the other side of the gate. Shit. Reach the fucking thing. It's falling over. There's still a bit in it. There's still a bit left. Oh. There we go. That's the stuff. I'm not gonna wait here any longer. It's only 4:12, and I think that other flight has been delayed, so look, we'll call it a day anyway, and I was hoping for a few more planes. I was hoping for 2 more at least. It's a shame, but it was nice just to get a bit of fresh air anyway. Coffee Hut update, thank you very much. I was wrong, Tom. She's moved to a mobile type of trailer setup, now in Church Road, Tullamore. She has breakfast stuff too. An interesting development. Thank you very much for letting me know. And but I'm still interested in what's actually gone on with the premises of the little coffee hut, you understand? But fair play to herself for keeping the coffee dream alive. Almost similar to the business venture I was proposing there about being a mobile coffee dispenser. We'll see about that. Tommy the Healer, thank you very much for the tip, and bring back Schluglingus, and to everybody as well who was throwing a tip there. It's very, very kind of you. Look, we'll talk to you later on anyways. All the best, and take it easy. And, yeah, sorry to end on that that note there about the unhappiness and the the price of pints and stuff. It's an issue that really is a bugbear, and it was great to hear that my feelings articulated by the vintners on the radio there the last day as well. I know that the RTE, the presenter, had to play devil's advocate, but he didn't win that battle. I mean, so what about the stats about health? What about my health? Huh? What about my health? We'll talk to you later on. All the best.